no train? I can't
No,
remember.
no, it was overpass.
No, as in we had Overpass and Dust 2. What was the other
Yeah,
map they played last time?
Inferno, the last one. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
a pretty even half, and then Astralis ran away with it on the T side. We'll be seeing how their T side goes on this one. Gonna be Void on utility. The AWP player not gonna be saving up his money as sometimes we see on pistols or well, not pistols, I suppose. The second round though, the opera usually forgoes the force buy. But there you go. We're going to be going straight into this one. The CTs, no armor on Landon, a CZ on Yeps. As the standard split will be happening, 2 players holding on to the B bomb side while Ivy looks to be attacked here. And there we go. 3 men pushing up Ivy. Let's see if Landon can connect some heads. Ooh, a little bit of late utility coming in, but Del Boney to help out. And on the other side of the smoke, leads Fancy a push through while the CTs reload, but Landon lands 2 kills, while 2 were answered in return.
Yeah, Nixon picking up those frags, has a P2 Fiddy now. And potential for more to come his way as there's a CT still over by Old Bomb. That is Nissim waiting for his chance to strike. I'm not sure if he's going to be looked for here. Doesn't look like it. He might be able to deny a bomb plant and catch these Astralis talent players a little bit off here as he tries to find the shots. Eventually gets it. Nixon goes down, but Void is very quick on the trade. And now Yepsy's made his position known. Vigo has had no issues taking that one down, but he's left in a 1v1 against EZT, who's already tapped the bomb and is pushing forwards, but no kit. Makes this a lot more difficult. Vigo is trying to waste as much time as he possibly can in this.
He's doing a great job. Gets the kill in the end anyway. So yeah, Astralis talent. They do get the pistol round to start us out here, and all down to, I suppose, just a very well played, refragging. And then this final 1v1 did kind of seal the deal.
Just love Landon. Waits a moment because he realizes he only has 1 bullet in that P2K in the magazine, and makes sure he lands the headshot. Very nicely done. Gave his team a real chance there as he went 2 for 2 over by Ivy initially, but in the end, yeah, Astralis talent, they come out with the round, and now they've got the guns. Okay, so they've gone for a few Deagles, an MP9 for Nissim, and a Scout for Landon. He also has a kit.
Yeah, but no armor. So he is going to be a bit of a glass cannon here, but definitely something you can get away with on train. He is
Sure.
literally on train right now, on top of a train wagon, looking at main, while his teammates, I guess they're going to have to take care of the other angles. And with 3 coming out, Ivy, this is starting to look scary. Not that many players looking in that direction for now. Or at least they can all be smoked off by a single piece of utility, which the T's definitely have. Let's see what they actually go for here. Dilboni might find them out. Ooh, and he does.
Did he find any more? As Nixon has fallen, his teammates will have to step over the carcass of himself, and it's a bit awkward, but Altex gets it in the end, tries to switch out to the AK. As they find a couple frags, Vigo will drop into Pop Dog, and that catches Nissim totally unawares, and they're just rolling into this site now, making this a lot more comfortable, but with still DZT alive. We saw him on, especially Inferno yesterday against the Bulls. He was spectacular.
Oh, yeah, he was. Just so many highlights from quite a few players. And yeah, there you go. Finds a kill onto Altex, trying to climb a ladder. Still, though, they know his location, and he's on the other side of a smoke. And even when the smoke clears, it's still going to be a very tight choke point. So definitely a difficult task for DZT here. And what? That was a kill? Okay.
Yeah.
How? Let me see that on replay.
Expensive round nonetheless.
Okay, he jumped. I didn't even hear any kind of gunshot there. Not sure if that was on your end or mine, but just a midair headshot behind the bomb train, getting it into a 1v1. A little bit scary there, but
Yeah.
you know, still the points were still standing, right? The choke point way too strong. And then they do pick up the round again, Astralis talent. With KC Sports on the eco round, they will, of course, be stacking one particular part of the map.
Ooh,
Initially, it was Ivy, and they did even have DZT there with the Zeus, but not being able to connect. The T's do take the B bomb site, and the bomb has indeed been planted. Time for Vester to farm up some cash, the only MAC 10 on his team.
at least he gets the close player. Will be
MAC
traded
10
out.
hasn't really paid for itself, but still
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I don't think he'll be kicking himself too hard.
No, they can certainly make do with just one player going down here, especially if it's just the Mac 10. He'll be able to buy up a different weapon in that next round because, you know, bomb and everything about to explode. The objective is complete.
Yes. Those trains won't be bothering anyone anytime soon.
Bastardly trains. Thinking they can get away with everything. You can't keep getting away with this!
Thomas said to the terrorists. Never actually got
turns out,
into Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid.
turns out it was the fat conductor all this time. I love Thomas the Tank
Anyhow,
Engine. It was great.
yeah, I don't
Has
even
little
remember.
relevance to CS:GO, but
I don't think I spoke English well enough at the time to understand what was going on. Either way, flashes out into A. Ooh, a nice entry from Void. Been used to seeing him do that with the AWP, but not a Galil. This time it was with that one. And, well, 3 CTs remaining. Just holding on to the same bomb site. Still on the train cart. And actually, Landon finds the kill from there. Gets traded, however, leaving DZT in a 1v4. With the bomb already ticking, the other retake attempts just didn't work out.
well, that was quick.
Incredibly. I
Just
couldn't even
straight
keep
out
up.
pop dog. Yeah, I know. Just straight out pop dog. A couple flashes, opening found, and Astralis just roll with that. Only a single kill found by the KC Esports side. And it was landing with that AWP on the site. So Astralis, they'll be able to take away a fourth here. In case this M4 can do damage in the next round for them, DZT will be fine keeping this alive. Nobody's chasing close enough for him. But the rest of the team probably just go for some deagles, perhaps. Just keep the money in a decent position and hope you can find some damage in this next round because Case, they'll be going down 0 to 5. That'll already be a very strong card for Astralis talent.
Still, though, case we've seen them come back from these sort of half buys. We've seen them get some victory rounds, although maybe not against terrorists that are this well equipped. Void on the AWP and every piece of utility the whole team can possibly want. As it looks like Ivy is on the menu, but the CTs think so as well. Not going to be expecting a player next to server with a player on either side of Ivy already having shown themselves. Let's see if Vester, the first player in, suspects it. Yes, he will. And he won't even be swung on there because he is being watched on the same angle. So already 5v2 situation. Not really much KC Sports can do, but the Deagle can still find some kills and not really recover any weaponry, sadly. DZT, though, he can go save.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have to buy up in the next round. Either way, for the Case side, but a kill hitter would be nice, I guess. Nissim gets it.
And he can save the AK, maybe.
Difficult with
No.
2 T's there, but potential. Obviously, they know where he is, but he's looking for more. Eventually gets taken down. Just put Nixon to just 15 points of health, with DZT potentially swinging in behind them once his smoke fades. There's a player watching it, though. It should be maybe a single kill found for DZT.
If he just chills on Ivy for a little bit, I think this is where the terrorists might go save. I
Yeah.
think that's what he's banking on as well.
Hmm.
Either save the weapon safely or get a multi-man spray down with them not expecting you on this angle. However, as we can see on the minimap, of course, they will be saving toward the main area more than not. Bomb about to explode as well, and yeah, no exits, but DZT gets to keep his life and his M4. And more people, the armor utility as well. But Astralis talent can find a fifth. So an early lead on Train, still with it all to play for, though, for the Australian side. Time for them to prove themselves. Landon has the AWP in his hands. Doboni presumably will be getting some kind of a rifle that's on the floor. And, oh, another AWP. There you go. Double op setup coming in from the CTs. So Astralis talent with just one AWP. We'll be seeing how they can deal with that. Ooh, Void already dealing with it nicely. Getting a nade stack. Ooh, and a wall bang. Okay. We don't usually see it that late.
I could see that coming as well.
Oh
From
my, oh
the
dear.
clapped. Absolutely clapped. That is the matchmaking special right there. Love to see it. But yeah, you can see that one coming. Void sets himself up behind the wall and Landon was just positioned perfectly for that one. So a two-man advantage for Astralis talent. Didn't really have to do anything for it.
Yeah, just throw some nades and do some wall bangs, and that's all basically part of your opening strategy, right? And now only 3 players remaining for the KC Sports side. They lost the B bomb site already and don't fancy their chances of retaking it. Instead, they want to head on over at least toward Ivy, perhaps, to get this one frag and maybe go and save those weapons. But that round was over way too quick there.
Yeah. When those 2 kills came through, yeah, it's already over. Ultex as well, he's already over by Ivy, and he might be able to catch these saving players as well. Oh, they line up for him! And he takes
Okay.
them both down!
They really did expect someone to be there, but in the end, they were running around. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you do love to see it.
Not as many wall bang opportunities anymore in Counter Strike as there used to be. Still, you'll have to see when the ones that do still exist do happen.
Yeah.
And a little bit of dire
Nova.
straits here for the Case boys, right? 6-0 and a Nova on Landon. Probably going to be taking that one to Pop Dog, and yeah, I believe he is. Still no one really rushing into that area, so he's going to have a tough time dodging any grenades and re-aggressing should that happen. Meanwhile, the B aggression is losing players steadily. Vigo chops one of them down. Bomb being main, though, might join his compatriots on Ivy, because, not that they need the help. Vigo's just entering into
Yeah.
B and getting the kills like nobody's business, but the CTs, they have no real equipment to stop him, so what else can we really expect? Still, Vigo should stay safe and alive because he's on 14, and there you go. The Nova finally gets some work done. A little bit of money almost pays for itself there. But 7-0. Let's hope KC Sports win this one, but that would make it a 7-1 scoreline, and at that point, they will complete the meme.
I mean, if you want to complete some quests,
Oh,
you can. Ooh, I know, spicy that one. You can head over to LOOT.BET, grab yourself some little bonuses, just completing some quests for them. I think there's some free bets, some free spins, stuff like that. Some deposit bonus as well, especially if you use code LOOT, you can get yourself.
links below the stream.
Yeah. So, a lot rides on this round for Case.
Already with a man on the back line here, so let's
Yeah.
see what Vester can even accomplish, right? Nissim is already kind of expecting him and gets a lucky engagement there. He wasn't expected as much as he probably should have been. So finally, some entry kills for the Case side. 2 early kills as Astralis Talent have to make up the deficit. Still with the 7-round lead, I doubt they'll be sweating it too hard, but they will be making a run for it toward B, it seems. Smoke off toward the A site and a player in CT to take care of, but the AK too good. Nissim sees one, kills him, falls back. Meanwhile, Vigo finds a kill onto the ladder room, and it looks like this split B has turned into a split A, but it's going about as well as plan A did, right? Landon gets the kill and leaves Void in a 1v4.
This would be special if he could win it, but he does get the first, so not too quickly as Landon does finish him off. The AWP. Void had a bomb in his hands, so not really much chance of fighting back. Fortunately, you can't shoot the bomb.
You can. Just nothing happens. Some people have, like, when they start getting shot, just throw the bomb in front of them, and as the bomb appears, it blocks a couple of bullets, gives them some time to get a weapon into their hands.
Those are
It's
next
something
level strats.
Yeah, I wish that was more a part of Counter-Strike, just throwing weapons out of your hands to block bullets. Just give them really big hitboxes. I don't know. Okay,
Just
so
bring in riot shields.
they did. They're in danger zone.
I mean, bring him in competitive. That would surely spice things
That
up.
would. Oh man, that would
Imagine
just break the
imagine a
game,
riot shield and a
unfortunately.
Gev combo.
That's what kills Counter-Strike in the end, doesn't it? So early main aggression didn't exactly work out. They were forced out of there, the CTs, but then aggressing into the Pop Dog area did net them a kill. So again, KC Sports do start on the front foot here. We'll be looking to pick up a second, but Astralis Talent still wanting to keep their win streak going. Very healthy economy, so they can afford the losses, but they don't want to give KC Sports a chance to recover economically themselves. An attack from Ivy now as Delboni checks from the green area and gets a double spray down. That's going to be the round right there. Astralis Talent foregoing the first 3 kills of the round. Definitely a little bit too much of a deficit to come back from, as these two players have given away their positions already, and now the CTs can start to strengthen the stranglehold they have on the T's.
Void's trying to push forward. He's trying to find something with his AWP, but can't do anything. And there you go. Final 2 kills roll on, and 2 on the board for Case Esports. Finally, they're starting to find a little bit of something here, but 7 rounds for Astralis Talent. I mean, even if Case went out the rest of this half perfectly, I think Astralis would still be happy with just the figure of 7 for them in that first half. They'd obviously be annoyed of letting so many slip late on in the half, but I think going into the CT side, it still gives you a very, very nice chance of winning the game out. I think 7 is a very good scoreline for the T side.
Agreed, and we did kind of make this map out to be the be-all and end-all for Astralis Talent, right? Really desperate to win this one in terms of the best of 3, and already off to a good start here. An entry onto B, leaving DZT all alone on B, as he has to hide on the other side of the smoke, and just too many terrorists in too many places. He can't hold them back. Now this B bomb site has been taken with the retake on its way, but Nixon playing up close and personal is going to try and keep those aggressing counter-terrorists back. Already, though, Yep's finding a kill, but a trade follows.
Yeah, and that keeps Astralis Talent in this man advantage as Yeps is trying to push forward for more, but Nixon, he's ready. He is steady. Leaving just Delboni. A 1 versus 3. A little kill found. That nade not going to reach him, and he's able to back away before anything else can come through. So 10 seconds on that bomb, it's more than safe as a round. Delboni's already hightailing it towards Ivy, but is he going to be safe? Because, yeah, I think so. Nixon wasn't chasing as hard as he could.
Lets them just sort of keep an AWP, and
Yeah.
that's not really going to be counting for that much. They still have a lot of reserve money, but Astralis Talent picking up a round like this, definitely counts for a lot because they survived with quite a few players, and that keeps their economy healthy going forward. Still a lot of rounds left to be played in this half, and if they can keep this up, they will surely have a lot of competitive rounds here going forward. As the KC Sports yet again double op setup, but this time all of their money exhausted too much. Will be aggressing toward the brown halls behind B as Vigo is the lone terrorist there. They will be signaling to the T's to the other CTs that B is clear, but they kind of know that because A is under attack. Yeps up close and personal to the smoke on Sandwich. Has to go huge here, but doesn't. Falls. And now the Astralis talent pick up an early advantage here.
But
As
Boney
the
with one
bombs
on that AWP. He's over by the back lanes. He can sort of mess up Astralis' day here, especially with that where that bomb's dropped. Nissim, he'll chime in with his own, and the smokes do allow Astralis talent forwards. But Boney looking for an angle. I thought he might end up shooting his teammate there, but looks away. And KC Esports, they have themselves a man advantage in this retake. And look at DZT's position as well. He's coming in through A main, and he could find players on the back lines here and really ruin their day. There goes Void, and that's one of the Astralis talent defenders gone. 2 left to play for. Make it just 1 over by Sandwich Altex. World on his shoulders. He gets 1, but that's all he can manage. As
a little bit
Case, they'll
scary
keep on
there.
fighting.
A little bit scary that they only had one diffuse kit, so if they start pushing and the initial kills go the way of Astralis talent, especially if they down Del Boni very far away from the bomb, suddenly it looks like a very scary round, but frankly, the flank was just a little bit too strong there, right? Getting into a 4v2 and then the players being surrounded on all sides does give them a massive positional disadvantage as the Astralis talent side do go down in the end, and Commander Lennon over there looking very, very displeased with the whole situation. As Astralis talent let yet another round slip. 2 AWPs and an AUG here for Case, and Astralis talent on a full buy of their own. But this time, Brown Halls do go into their control, and a straight up B rush is called off the back of it.
Yeah, there's that early connector smoke, so that denies that or slows down the rotations for the KC Sports side. So look at all of the space they've been able to get here. Astralis talent as they get the bomb planted. Ultex is even able to see underneath the smoke and gets himself 2. That's sealed the
That's it.
round out. Yeah, that is it. Nissim and Dalboni just gonna have to tuck their tails and save.
In case Esports, they've been conditioning them somewhat with that Brown Halls control, right? In the previous round, they conditioned them, expect it. Maybe we're going to be going for it, having one player like peeking from heaven and one from lower ramp assisted with utility. But still, Astralis talent fearless, just push into the Brown Halls, get the initial kill, and the resulting push just gets all the frags with that really fast utility that you talked about toward connector. That was kind of the whole round there. Nixon, the player with it all to prove here. Technically the highest rated now, although a little bit deceiving since he hasn't really been playing that many rounds with them so far. That many maps, rather. And it looks like the, the general public is no longer a believer in the Brazilian dream here, on train at least. I
I mean,
believe
obviously
those odds.
it is the case map pick as well, so remember that. But
Yes.
it's still live for KC Sports. They did well against Astralis talent on Overpass last time. It was a very close game in the end.
Exactly. They can still get it done there, so.
Yeah. And then obviously Dust 2 will be coming up. But
Oh, man.
here you go, nailing down Nissim, who's trying to go aggressive after KC Sports already had an advantage, and now that's the advantage gone. DZT is going to equalize things back up from that bomb train, but needs to wait for his teammate to rotate in, and that is Landon, who's on a flank with the AWP. He's the one who has a kit as well.
Has to go huge here and probably will have the option to do so. Spots one out, and as he's in a gunfight, Vigo does fall, leaving only Nixon left alive in a 1 versus 2 situation. With a minute on the clock, he does have a lot of space for maneuverability, but the bomb is pretty far away, so space is something he has a little bit too much of at the moment, even with DZT coming in for a flank. I'm not sure if he's going to be hearing those footsteps or not. It looks like he hasn't turned around yet, so probably not very aware of the situation. There you go. From the back lines, DZT does find the kill and 2 AWP save for the KC Sports side. A fourth round secured, but can they get to the coveted number 6? It looks like they're going to have to work for it quite substantially because Astralis Talent, they have enough money here to make it work on the last round with a very good buy, given that Altex has like 7,000. But for this one, they're just going to be echoing Tech 9s and Deagles, a little bit of utility, but it's already all been thrown away. Nixon with some head armor, but that's going to be it. An IP rush coming here toward a choke point that they've exploited time and time again. Not really that well defended by the KC Sports side, as the AWP holding it. He was alone, does go down. Nixon has to go huge here with the AUG, but all he can find is one, and that's an advantage for the Astralis Talent side.
And guns picked up as well, an organ and AWP. But no armor for most of these players. Nixon on that AWP does have armor. Might want to drop that over to Void potentially. But with Vesta finding another kill, this is just slipping away from KC Sports, and it's these sorts of rounds that are going to haunt this Brazilian side if they end up losing by the narrowest of margins here. As Astralis Talent, they look for 10. Double digits on the T-sided train.
Poggy?
Yeah, that is an insurmountable task going into the second half. Oh, that is clean.
And there you go. That's all of their hopes and dreams gone, and Landon no chance but to save here, as maybe saving is also an optimistic dream here. A player above or on ladder room. Yeah, he is above ladder room here, so gonna be in a gunfight pretty soon, but good for the no scope. Fair enough. Landon does get dinked, I believe, and I'm not sure with what that was. Was it through the wall into the head or some? Like, I don't know how he gets down to 10 HP with the enemy having an AK.
I think it was an M4. I think.
Oh, it was. But was Landon full HP? Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, there you go.
Sad.
Okay, so Astralis Talent, they were ecoing, right? And they actually get the round win, getting their 10th on the board here, as the following buy obviously will be incredibly good. And that's not exactly what I can say for the KC Sports side. An AWP and a Scout are going to be the standout guns for today, as the rest of the players are going to have to make do with Deagles and just a few grenades to their names. But an opening kill does go their way, so definitely an opportunity to make something happen here. An explosion onto A does result. The T-Boys trying to find a speedy entry here, as they do find some speedy kills, but aren't good for 2 in the connector area, so still with it all to play for here. 4 versus 3. 3 versus 3 make that.
But lots of flanks coming through from the KC Sports side, and that means that they can deny the plant. And the other two Astralis Talent players, they've already gotten themselves into after-plant positions that they now have to leave to go and retrieve that bomb. So time is dwindling on that clock, and space being made up by KC Sports, leaving Vigo all on his lonesome. He's going to check old bomb, but doesn't check the right side. Landon, he's not going to check it either. They're just going to walk past each other like ships in the night. I think though Landon will have heard all these steps. Delboni has now spotted the leg.
Oh, and the head.
Yeah, showing all kinds of skin is Vigo. As he does get nailed down the Deagle. But Case, they pick up a 5th there in the carnage. So, something to work with on that second half, but 10 already on the board for Astralis Talent is such a tough milestone to try and claw back against.
Are we seeing any players that we were expecting to be performing? Like, basically, at the top of the scoreboard, like, is everyone that we expected to be there, in my opinion. No one really dropping the ball too heavily. It's quite a strange situation to find yourself in, but a massive lead here for the Danes. The all-important pistol round going to be going through here, and the odds do reflect the importance of this one. KC Sports very much on the back foot here, as they will be having 2 utility players to take on this A bomb site. Delboni out. Oh no, that's probably just a distraction. The B aggression coming in toward the swarm of T's just waiting above the ladder room, as Vester does find the first, but will he be able to find a second? No. And as he doesn't, he does leave B bomb site exposed potentially, they think. But, 3 CTs already rotated toward the curly letter bomb site there. Will be allowing the terrorists to pump the brakes just a little bit and not even going through pop, Danchan. They're going through main. They're going all the way around, giving the CTs quite a bit of time to reposition again.
Yes, but the more time they leave before showing themselves creates more unease in Astralis' talent as... Oh, goodbye, Void. Shot from the top of Pop as he tried to escape silently. It's given the Case Esports side that man advantage, and with Nixon just 4 HP, there's so much potential here for Case, but Ultex, he'll clip one. Instantly traded out, leaves his teammates to try and pick up the pieces. There's a player on site still. That is Nixon, who now shows himself, but he can't find anything. Vigo left alone, but he's just fighting everybody!
From the back line, Vigo, he finds his kills. 2 KD now, and we can see how he gets those. Just so much impact on that round, and look at that. Most kills overall on the server at this point, 16. And Astralis get their all-important 11th round here. Case Esports, if they don't manage to stop this conversion of the pistol round, I think it's all done and dusted here on train, and we will be going to overpass the pick of Astralis to decide this one. It was, oh man, what a hold from Vigo. But it looks like they're not even going for the denial of the pistol round here, right? Just a straight up eco, hoping to plant the bomb at the best of times, and with only one player holding them on the B bomb site. Well, I say that, but a second one has been rotated through the connector area. And they will actually be playing up close and personal. The MP9 can do massive damage here, but if he gets overwhelmed, that can all be terrifying, and actually the overwhelming does not even occur. Farming up some easy money and winning the round here with all 5 players for the Astralis talent side surviving. Even gets caught with his gun mid-switch, still not being able to capitalize on the timing are the Case Esports boys, and now they have their last chance saloon kind of a buy here, right? If they get it done here,
Yeah.
we can still like pretend there's a chance, but otherwise I think we're gonna be straight up abandoning all hopes and dreams on train here.
Yeah, it'd be, what, 14-5 before Case would have another buy? That's a bit of a stretch. I think you can
Bit
still...
of a tall order.
Yeah, you can still bring it back from a 5-12, but 5-14 is very rare, almost like you've seen a UFO. Almost impossible, some would say. At least of
Not
the
that
alien
rare
variation.
UFO sightings. It is funny how a lot of them stopped happening after we had readily available cameras on every single person in the world. Plenty of them happened when all we had was like Kodaks, of course.
Yeah. Do you not enjoy your UFO sightings in in potato? Just drawn on a napkin?
I mean, irrefutable evidence, right? This guy is a bit smudged.
Yeah. Definitely not
You know what
something on the
else?
lens.
You know what else you can't prove? The fact that Case Esports are going to be able to, I mean, the fact that Astralis Talents are going to be able to hold this A bomb site. It's completely empty at this moment. The T's just walked on in, got the initial kill, but DZT holding on to the aggression. This is where the CTs were trying to make something happen instead of holding A, but instead they just walk over toward DZT, who finds up 3 nice headshots. That's going to be the round right there. I don't even know why they were pushing him as aggressively, but, whatever kind of multi-person advantage they were hoping for, they did not receive it. DZT too strong.
Way too strong. He's got himself a nice big 3 next to his name. That's the number of kills he found. As a Void, he's just going to try and hold on to this AK that he's now dropped off of yet. But players approaching him means that he's not going to be able to stay alive. At least he finds 2, so a little bit of economic damage done towards the Case side. But that is the must-win round you alluded to there for the Case Esports boys. They get themselves a thick old 6 on the board. And that's half of what Astralis Talent have.
Still, something you can actually work with. And
Mm-hmm.
if you manage to make your economy like completely out of control, suddenly Astralis Talent having to get 4 rounds, that's 4 buy rounds, which is sometimes all we see in an entire half, right? Definitely doable for the Brazilians, should they be able to get some momentum going. For now, though, an eco round from the Astralis side will probably just net them a few kills, and that will be that. But Ivy aggression once again coming in here. A lot of defense present this time, however. Barely anything toward the B bomb side. Yeah, there you go. A full stack now. Actually, one player still just sort of chilling in connector, but he's ready for the rotate should he be needed for this A site, as the bomb seems to be heading there. I'm not sure what they're even going to be going for. It looks like they may be lining up smokes, but 2 players already in pop, ready to pounce out as soon as the signal comes. And there you go. That frag may have just started everything out. They do have info that one more person is at Ivy, and maybe that signals to them that it's time to change up plans, right? Go for plan B, as it were, onto the B bomb site. Just a USP plinking away at them as the P shooter can't really get anything done, and Yaps finds the kill. That's going to be the plant and the round, of course, but what else can Astralis do in this round?
Maybe a kill or two could come their way. But the chances of doing so are limited. Oh, DZT just about spotted, and is that Void would have been probably ruined the fact he took the shot there instead of going silently through and finding a player. Tim and Nixon try and find DZT, but he's just like, he's managed to scarper away and has actually found the kill on towards Void. Nixon just trying to tap away the USP on anything he can find, but mostly he's shooting trains right now. So, and you can't kill the trains, unfortunately. They don't give you any money.
You have to rob a train.
True, like a Wild West.
Of course. Either on horseback or on the back of a dirt bike, of course, if you want to go San Andreas.
Mm.
All you had to do was oh no, that's a
Follow the
completely
damn
different
train.
character. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Yeah.
Can you recite the entire Big Smoke order?
No.
2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
I can tell your childhood has been well spent.
Adolescence as well, don't worry about it. So, in this one, Landon on the AWP, as is Void. We'll be taking the big green into this one as a full buy does emerge from both teams, and the economy not looking too good from the Astralis talent side. So, again, all down the case to find that crucial consecutive round here, as they should be balling out of control economically if they succeed. Lots of Brown Hall's presence coming in nice and early, but the bomb not really committed toward the B bomb site, so a split A may be coming in, as a little bit of utility should be thrown from the outside here. And then a speedy execute out of the Pop Dog area will be present, but the Astralis talent side, they already committed some more players toward A here. And there you go, suspecting something might be happening because Pop Dog is being cleared and flashes are coming out of main.
Vesta left on 69 HP after that molly. Nice. But he's still alive, and he's got the Org trained on that Pop Dog push. 2 players there waiting for the signal to charge, I think. But maybe just the one left as a bit of a lurk. We're not sure where Case really want to be taking this one. I think it's still going to be A with a bomb towards main. And as Vesta tries to take the fight, Yeps will be able to win it out against him. The AK more powerful. Vigo is quick on the trade. He's looking for more. Gets a second. Can he find a third? Not quite, but Nixon's there to make sure that Astralis talent, they keep the advantage. Leaving, just landing all on his lonesome. And he's going to be up against Astralis, who will quickly finish him off. So 13 for the Astralis talent guys. And yeah, Case, they have enough for a rebuy for most players here. Yeps, he's only on 1700. DZT 3600. So they're going to be missing quite a bit. DZT will get the Galil through. Well, Yeps is left on just a P250. Not really what you want.
Does spring for the armor and helmet though, plus a Molotov, so at
Yeah.
least he can help out his team a little bit, and then whoever dies, he just picks up their weapon, right? Until then, the P250, we've seen it overperform in recent times, so definitely a useful weapon to have, but not useful if you're already down players. However, there you go, Landon answers back, leaving us in a 4v4 situation, with Maine being in the control of the terrorists, still looking scary for this A-take. They might just go for it, but Vester's and Olaf, and they could cut off this attack at the knees should they push through the smoke, but it looks like they decided against it. Going back and going across the halls toward the B bomb site, it looks like that bomb is heading there. It is going to be a up close and personal hold, as we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for this attack to commence. 1 minute left on the clock, still plenty of time to play with, but look at this. Very much presence here from the Astralis talent side, because Vester's deep in main, so they can just commit 3 players toward B, well, 1 waiting in connector for a speedy rotate, and speedy he'll have to be because the take is on its way. Vigo already finds the first, and the defense strong enough to find 1 kill on the site. Now a 2v3 situation, still going to be a difficult round for the KC Esports boys, unless they can find some quick kills, and they do, but they're low HP.
Imagine a HE hit, that would just end everything, and Landon, now the last player alive on that one single point of health, he's been able to trade out his teammate, and he actually suspects Vesta from the backlines, but the HP just isn't there. And Astralis talent, they'll find 14 as they inch closer to securing KC Sports map pick, and as we said, a much needed map for Astralis talent. I think Dust 2 is going to be, Dust 2 as a decider is just too far out for the Astralis talent side to have a reasonable chance of winning. But Train and Overpass certainly looking like they could 2-0 this.
They absolutely can. Because this was the questionable map here, right? Overpass
Yeah.
should be pretty good. Dust 2 a little bit scary if it gets to a third, but that remains to be seen if we will require it. KC Sports still losing by a factor of 2 here. On the most broken buy here, it is truly the last chance saloon that I have ever seen. Not really much to work with here. Galil on Landon and Deagles on the players without AKs. Should be some kind of an execute toward Ivy, however. Lots of players congregating toward there, and maybe if they go for a split B through CT, that could be something that works. But the smoke does go the other way, signaling to them that it will be a bit of an A take here. We'll be seeing how this goes, however, as Pop Dog has still yet to be taken by the terrorist side, and they'll have to make their moves soon. There you go, some utility on the right side this time. They can make their ways to the B, to the back line, and even go for a gunfight where they find a kill. Still, they do get traded, and another one falls into the hands of Astralis. So 4 versus 3 situation now as KC Sports. They're kind of stuck on the back lines, getting sprayed through the smokes and all kinds of stuff. Meanwhile, of course, Pop Dog gets completely dominated by Astralis, and, well, only one Case Esports player left on the back lines. That will be Yeps, who does fall in the end, and that's going to be the 15th round here for the Astralis talent side, and probably a foregone conclusion that they will be victorious on this very first map. Well played overall, I think. They had a very good defense coming in here, letting a few rounds slip, but never actually looking scary for the Danes, as the Brazilians couldn't get it done on either half, frankly. And this would be a hell of a round to pick up after I did the entire summary of the match, but, you know, I wouldn't hold my breath, guys. Deagles, CZ and the P250, yeah, they have all the utility in the world, but, well, even if you take this B bomb site, I'm sure they'll get a bomb plant, but once the after plant positions come in, Astralis talent have their number all day. They can just slowly increase their chokehold and retake this bomb site. Nixon up close should be able to get a kill, and doesn't actually, falls to Nissim, and Altex is in a bit of trouble after that, getting that double attack, but gets out of dodge and even gets a 3rd kill for his troubles, leaving Two KC Sports players left alive, just deagles in their hands, hopes in their dreams, but bullets in their heads as Altex picks up the very final kill there. And Astralis talent will be leaving us out here on the first map. The enemy's map pick 16-7 goes the way of the Danes, as we will be coming back